Top 5 Most Strongest Extinct Bear. Have you ever been curious about the appearance of the biggest bears? To what extent were they powerful? These bears were not your typical killers of animals. We are discussing animals whose size and strength are much beyond those of contemporary grizzlies and polar bears. Through paleontological study, we can rebuild their anatomy, comprehend their adaptations, and learn about their hunting techniques. 5. Atlas the bear. Up until its tragic demise in the late 19th century, the Atlas bear, Ursus arctos crowtheri, which towered over the Atlas Mountains, was the only native bear species in North Africa. The Atlas bear was smaller than its huge cousins, such as the short-faced bear, with a maximum length of 2.7 meters, 8.8 feet, and a maximum weight of 450 kilograms, 992 pounds. It was able to endure the lower alpine temperatures thanks to its robust physique and thick fur, which ranged in color from brownish-black to reddish-brown on the underside. Interestingly, it didn't have the white patch on its muzzle that many other bear species do. Although it possessed the omnivorous inclinations of most bears, the Atlas bear most likely became mostly herbivorous in its diet. Roots, nuts, and acorns made up the majority of its diet, with sporadic additions from tiny animals and insects. Its shorter claws and muzzle, in contrast to other climbing bears, imply that it was not skilled at climbing trees. Instead, it may have mostly fed on the ground or dug for roots. The Atlas bear's adaptability and perseverance were what gave it its true power. It was able to easily traverse the difficult terrain and thrive in a variety of habitats found in the Atlas Mountains, including rocky slopes and dense woods. It would have been a powerful force in its surroundings due to its strength, which would have allowed it to defend itself against possible predators like ancient lions and leopards. Sadly, a number of things led to the end of this reign. Their demise was mostly caused by hunting pressure and human expansion. Their incapacity to successfully elude hunters made them easy pickings in the exposed mountainous landscape. 4. Cave bear. The cave bear, Ursus spelaeus, was enormous, standing up to 3 meters, 9.8 feet, tall on its hind legs and weighing almost 1,000 kilograms, 2,200 pounds. Its thick fur, which probably ranged in color from brown to reddish-brown, shielded its sturdy frame from the abrasive glacial environment. For the most part of its existence, the cave bear lived inside these underground networks, in contrast to contemporary bears that live in caves, such as the brown bear, which use caves primarily for hibernation. Not all of its reputation came from its enormous size. The cave bear's strong jaws and enormous, crushing premolars indicated that it had a diet high in plants. Although most predators would have been discouraged by its enormous size, the cave bear wasn't without the difficulties it presents. It's likely that mammoths and other herbivores competed fiercely for the same food supplies. This bear species' great power sprang precisely from that. Its unwavering determination to survive was unparalleled among animals. The cave bear survived for more than 150,000 years in spite of all the environmental stresses throughout a cruel era of time. However, they perished some 24,000 years ago. Although the precise reason for its extinction is still unknown, a number of variables like competition, habitat loss, and climate change are probably to blame. 3. Polar bear king. The term, king polar bear, may conjure up visions of an enormous, legendary tyrant of the wastes of the Arctic. That does, however, apply to Ursus maritimus tyrannus, a unique extinct subspecies of polar bear. Although the moniker, king, isn't genuinely based on historical records, it does a great job of capturing the bear's amazing size and adaptability in comparison to its contemporary counterpart. With an estimated length of 4 meters, 13 feet, and a maximum weight of 600 kilograms, 1,320 pounds, the king polar bear far outweighed the typical modern-day polar bear. Its greater stature gave it various benefits and increased its might. Its greater bulk probably allowed it to survive in the harsh Arctic climate, as it was able to easily take on larger prey like seals and walruses. Its cranium also has strong jaws and specialized teeth for effectively breaking apart bones and eating flesh. For an apex predator to rule its icy area, this was essential. In addition to its bulk and power, the Ursus maritimus tyrannus most certainly evolved special adaptations for its cold environment. According to research, it might have had broader paws for improved traction on ice surfaces and thicker hair for insulation. Unfortunately, the king polar bear disappeared about 11,500 years ago, despite its reign as a powerful predator. 2. Giant short-faced bear. During the Pleistocene epoch, from 1.8 million to 11,000 years ago, the big short-faced bear, technically known as Arctidus simus, was one of the most formidable predators to have ever roamed North America. Its short nose, in contrast to other bear species, gave it its moniker, but its size and strength were really what made it stand out. Arctidus simus was a remarkable animal, dwarfing even the greatest bears of today. According to estimates, it might reach upright on its hind legs. It could reach heights of up to 3.7 meters, 12 feet, and its weight ranged from 450 to 680 kilograms, 1,000 to 1,500 pounds. It was one of the greatest terrestrial predators of its time due to its sheer size. The remarkable adaptation of giant short-faced bear for speed and agility set it apart from its more modern relatives and made it extremely fearsome. Its long, strong limbs and relatively light composition allowed it to move fast across great distances despite its enormous size. Because of this adaptation, it was probably a very effective predator, able to pursue fast prey over open grasslands or through dense forests. Arctidus simus was most notable for having a shorter face, which set it apart from other bear species. But because of its shorter muzzle, it might not have had the same strong biting force as its contemporary relatives, depending instead on its quickness and dexterity to capture prey. Giant short-faced bear threatened extinction at the end of the Pleistocene era, despite its great size and fierce hunting powers. 1. Arctotherium angustidens. The enormous bear species Arctotherium angustidens, also referred to as the South American giant short-faced bear, formerly inhabited the grasslands and forests of South America between 2.5 million and 11,000 years ago, during the Pleistocene epoch. Arctotherium angustidens was revered and feared in its ancestral home as one of the biggest land predators in history. Over 3.4 meters, 11 feet, in height and 1,600 kilograms, 3,500 pounds, in weight, this bear surpassed the Arctidus simus, its North American equivalent, in terms of sheer size and strength. With its powerful limbs and sturdy physique, it was an extremely strong predator that could control the terrain and hunt down a variety of species, including massive herbivores like enormous ground sloths and other megafauna. Arctotherium angustidens' very small muzzle and lengthened limbs set it apart from other bears and, in fact, the majority of other carnivores of the era. Its enormous size and distinct anatomical adaptation point to a specialization towards an omnivorous or scavenging diet, which enables it to take advantage of a wide range of food sources. That concludes our ranking of the top 5 strongest extinct bear species. We hope you gained new knowledge. To stay updated on more videos like this, remember to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Until we meet again.